So I'm risking 1% on this trade, looking for a 1 to 3 or better. That will push me 1% into profit, and I'll just need 7 more percent to do what I need to do on the challenge. So this was after Powell spoke. Today is November 9th. He spoke at 2 p.m., so we had some red folder news. This is a trade I took. I was able to capitalize off sales today. Was able to close, I think, 1750 on this trade. Let me see. 1705. 1705 on this trade here. So pretty good trade. Did have to deal with some wicking back and price coming back to fill these gaps, but I was strong in my bias. I knew we had been pushing up for so long. If you just look at the 15-minute there, that red line is actually my take profit, so I was waiting for that to be hit or anything after that. But if you just look at the 15-minute right there, we've been pushing up for so long without any significant pullbacks, and that's just on the 15-minute. So we've been pushing up for a few days now on NASDAQ without a significant pullback. So I was looking for price to tank. Got really close to my take profit, and then we started to see a pullback. I wanted to hold. You gotta hold your trades, guys. Gotta hold your trades. I'm risking $500 on this trade. It's a 20-point stop. I'm looking to gain 1500 here. I could close here and just be back at break even, but I'm holding for 1 to 3 because that is my risk to reward ratio that I look to target. And we had news, so I feel like price can push a little bit more because there's some more volatility in the market at the moment. So, gotta be willing to hold your trades. I think even at this point, it started to pull back a little bit more towards my entry. I'm not sure which point in the video we're at, but I do know that I was able to close in profit, and I didn't close less than a 1 to 3. Even with this pullback right now, some people will be getting out of the trade. You got to trust your analysis. And if you just look to the left, there's no real structure for a price to bounce off of. Yeah, we have sort of an order block. We have a pause in the market to the left here where that red line is at, but we also have liquidity right beneath that with that 15-minute wick right there. It's bouncing off of that EMA, so price could definitely swipe that liquidity into this area down here and then start to get that reversal. So I was willing to hold, especially knowing that we didn't have any significant pullbacks within the past 2 weeks. Really wanted to hold that trade. Right here is when I was telling you guys price started to come back a little bit on me. Getting close to, well, not close to my take profit. I was still over 1%, over 1 in profit. I mean, close to my entry, not take profit, close to my entry. Started coming back, but you gotta trust your analysis. Have to trust your analysis. Gotta stay strong. I would have broken even on this trade though. I wasn't going to take my full loss. I would have broken even on this trade after seeing over a 1 to 2, almost a 1 to 3. There's no reason for me to take a loss on this trade at all. That would have just me. That would have just been me being stubborn, not willing to do that. So if it came to my entry, 100% would have closed, but it didn't. I think it started reacting off of this area here. Um, so yeah, you got to be willing to trust your analysis. You guys see, I was up like 1,300 in profit. I think I was actually at almost 14 or 1,400 in profit, and just started pushing back some more. But I held and didn't hold in vain. And I was holding for a reason. I wasn't just holding because I was hoping that it would hit the 1 to 3. I was watching price action, and I knew that we had some draws on liquidity that price needed to come to and swipe. And I knew Powell just spoke, so we had reason to see a lot of momentum in the market, a lot of movement. NAS had only dropped like 60 points or something like that, and we've been pushing up for 2 weeks. So it had a lot of retracement to do. So I had a lot of reasons to just hold it straight here. And I was looking at SP, and SP had a huge point of interest just beneath this price action that I wanted to see it tap into. So I was willing to hold this trade. There was a lot of reason to see price come down. Got liquidity and points of interest just beneath it. It paid out. I was able to close over 1 to 3 on this trade, and I was able to pull myself over 1% in profit on the challenge. Now, I don't have my take profit set because of news. I was trying to see if I could squeeze a little bit more out of it. If I just had my take profit set and price just like slammed through it, I could have potentially got some more. But I'm willing to close if it starts rejecting my take profit. I'm not gonna like just let it come all the way back up to my entry. I'm not gonna be greedy. So that's why I was able to close with like 1700. A 1 to 3 is 1500. I got out with 1700, so that's 200 extra. That's cool. It's cool for the day. Some people make 200 in a day. Some people don't make 200 in a day. I'll take the extra 200, you know. So we're coming up on take profit right here. You see the red line was a little bit off, so I wanted to hold it. And to hold it, needed to see it hit that 1500. I think right here is when it started pulling back on me again. We got in that trade at 227 and got out at literally 3 o'clock. Literally 3 o'clock. So 33 minutes, $1,500 in 33 minutes. I'll take it either way. I'll hold a little bit. Well, $1,700 in 33 minutes. Who doesn't? Come on now. That's the beauty of trading, guys. You know? So that is the beauty of trading. I'm really just showing you guys this to show you the importance of just sticking to your guns. Don't get out because you see price going on a little pullback. Price is never just gonna give you that clean just pump up or pump down that you want to see. Even this price action over here, it just looks like it just pushed up, but these are 15-minute candles. So if you look, you have price pushing up, pumping back down, pumping up, pumping down, pumping up, pumping down. Each of these candles are going on their own individual pullbacks. Even this candle right here pumped all the way down here and then shot up. So you have to be willing to sit through that. You have to understand that price is not just going to fly to your take profit because you want it to or because it's really close to it. Sometimes you have to withstand those larger pullbacks to get the risk to reward that you're looking for. But with NAS, thankfully, if you choose the right direction, it will pay you out. It will pay you out if you have a good stop loss. Stop loss is not huge unless you're trading, you're swing trading or something like that. Then that's different. But I am a scalper. Even this trade here, I didn't take on the 15 minute. I took this trade on the 3 minute. Um, and I'm just watching it on a 15 minute on MT4 on a laptop because it looks cleaner on the 15 minute. On the 5 minute, it was a little bit too close. It was a little bit too scrunched up on the screen. So I just wanted to watch it here in the 15. And I had Trading View pulled up on my other screen. So I was watching it on both. I had a few different time frames pulled up. So I had a lot of confluence just telling me to hold, and I wasn't going to get out. I knew we could at least take that 15-minute liquidity there. Um, Liquidity, I wanted to see that taken out. I think here is when I finally was able to get out of the trade, and we're coming up on it. Now we're at the $1,400 mark. Remember, 1,500 is our 1-to-1. Anything after that is extra. So we're at 13 now, 1308. In times like this, you gotta hold your guns at that 1427. Sometimes you can even just close if it's like really, really rejecting. But if you know you have space to push, stick to your guns because you're gonna be cutting yourself short on your wins. But I guarantee you're gonna take the full loss. You're not gonna get out of your loss early. Some of you may even move your stop losses and take an even bigger loss, but you won't hold your win all the way. That's backwards. Now you're taking more of a loss and you're not taking as big of a win. Your risk to reward isn't adding up, you know. So I personally need that 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. It gives me 3 trades before even back to break even or in a loss or anything like that. So I personally like the 1-to-3, and if I take 2 losses in a row, I can take 1 trade and still be back in profit. So that's why I like the 1-to-3. You see, now we're pushing past the 1-to-3. We're in $1,600 in profit now. 15 projecting a little bit. Yeah, I just closed 1705, 1704, and that's all she wrote, guys. You got to be willing to hold for your take profit. You got to be willing to hold. If you would have gotten out when price started rejecting and went all the way back to $1,000 in profit, you would have missed out on $700 just now, just from holding for a few more minutes. So I want to give a thank you to Pal. Got me back in profit, 682. Amazing day, just from the computer. And it doesn't take long to find these trades. You just have to know the time frame to enter and know what you're looking for. So yeah, that was Thursday. That was the sales on NAS. That's how I made $1,700 in 33 minutes.